Today we explore C1 grammar nuances together. Welcome back to English with us. Today's lesson focuses on a subtle but crucial pattern that separates advanced learners from native speakers: the different uses of used to. These three forms, used to, be used to, and get used to, might seem interchangeable, but native speakers notice the distinction instantly. Understanding when and how to use each form will significantly improve your fluency and help you express yourself with greater precision. Let's dive in. Let's start by identifying the three distinct forms. First, we have used to in the past tense, which describes repeated actions or habits that happen regularly in the past but no longer occur. For example, I used to work in finance, but I changed careers. Second, there's be used to, which means you're accustomed to something. Notice the different structure. I am used to working long hours. Third, we have get used to, which describes the process of becoming accustomed to something. Example: when I moved abroad, it took months to get used to the local customs. Each form carries a completely different grammatical structure and meaning. Now here's where native speakers distinguish advanced learners from fluent ones. I used to live there implies you no longer live there. It's a closed chapter. Conversely, I'm used to living there suggests you're accustomed to it now, whether you still live there or not. The temporal implication changes everything. Used to looks backward, emphasizing change and discontinuation. Be used to focuses on present state familiarity. When you say, I'm used to the climate, you're expressing current comfort regardless of duration. This subtle shift in perspective determines whether you sound reflective about change or simply comfortable with the situation. Let's examine get used to more closely because it introduces the element of transition. When you get used to something, you're actively adapting. It's a process, not a state. When I started my new job, it took weeks to get used to the schedule. Notice the implication: change was happening, then adjustment occurred. This differs fundamentally from I'm used to the schedule, which suggests the adjustment is complete. Advanced speakers recognize this distinction. If someone says, I'm getting used to my new apartment, they're still in transition. Once they say, I'm used to it, the adaptation process has concluded. This temporal progression matters in professional and personal narratives. Even advanced learners stumble here. A frequent error: saying I'm used to work here instead of I used to work here. The missing verb form be fundamentally changes meaning. Another mistake involves mixing tenses. I'm getting used to living abroad for 5 years, incorrect. It should be either I got used to living abroad 5 years ago, or I've been getting used to living abroad. The progressive getting used to implies ongoing adjustment, so pairing it with completed timeframes creates confusion. Additionally, some learners overuse used to in present contexts. I used to like coffee in present circumstances sounds contradictory, unless you genuinely stopped liking it. In professional settings, precision matters enormously. During an interview, saying I used to manage team signals you've transitioned away from that role. Conversely, I'm used to managing teams suggests current competence. In personal narratives at social gatherings, the distinction conveys emotional nuance. I used to be anxious about public speaking implies you've overcome it. I'm getting used to public speaking suggests ongoing improvement. Native speakers instinctively catch these differences. They notice when someone claims fluency yet misuses these forms. It's the linguistic equivalent of a grammar-aware listener detecting inconsistency. Mastering this distinction elevates your speech to native-level sophistication and credibility. Today you've mastered a critical C1 distinction. Used to describes abandoned past habits, be used to expresses current familiarity, and get used to describes the adaptation process itself. These subtle differences shape how native speakers perceive your fluency. Listen to this lesson again to internalize these patterns naturally. You're developing the linguistic sophistication that separates advanced learners from true English mastery. If you want more videos like this, subscribe and follow English with us. See you in the next one.